This is Adrian.
Hello.
I am Bogdan, and these are 3 key elements that you need when you're using Wing Chun in a street self-defense situation. The first element is being aware of your state. How do you feel? Are you in control of your emotions, or are you just being reactive to what your opponent is doing? For example, if he walks up into my face and I feel afraid, I feel the fear, I feel the adrenaline surging in my body, and I just freeze or I tense up, then my Wing Chun will not work. Even if I hit him, if my body is tense, I'm not going to be able to generate as much power as I would if I was just relaxed, basically. Yeah? Sorry. Your state is incredibly important. Why? If you're feeling confident, if you're feeling good, if you're not afraid of the situation, then you're going to be reacting or acting basically in a much more efficient way. On the other hand, if you're being tense up and you're just focusing on him, like, oh my god, what is he going to do? Is he going to punch me? Maybe his friends are coming from the side or from behind. You're not being present. You're not being aware of the situation you're in. How do you do that? A great way is meditating.
Yep. I found myself doing this a couple of times. Although in the beginning it was hard because it's hard to just stay with yourself and listen to your own body. But in time it gets easier just doing one simple thing, and that's paying attention to your breath. From your diaphragm, breathing from your diaphragm.
Yeah. That's basically abdominal breathing.
Yeah.
And you're doing that and you're getting more in touch with your body and your emotions. And having that ability enables you, when you're training, to trigger those emotions of fear and not just train Wing Chun like, okay, what did you do last night?
How's the weather? Yeah.
Exactly,
How's the
right?
family?
And you're being too relaxed. You want to engage into that fearful situation like, oh my god, what is he going to do? Is he going to kill me? Is he going to knock me out? When he's punching me, I'm not thinking that he's going to punch me. That's not the worst thing in the world, to get punched in the face. I'm thinking he's going to stab me. I'm thinking he's got a knife, and the situation changes completely. The fear that you feel in that moment, the way your body will act, the way your Wing Chun will come out, will change completely. Just try it out. Now let me know how it feels. The second element is distance. A lot of people do this when they're trying to prove something, like they're looking each other in the eye, but what they're not doing is they're not being aware that they're actually too close. They're much too close. I don't care who you are. I don't care how good you are. You're not going to see a punch coming from this distance. He's already outside of my peripheral vision. What you can do in this situation is either hold his hands, control his hands, but this already triggers a self-defense scenario. If he didn't want to fight before, if you hold his hands like this and you hold him hard, now he's going to want to fight. The best thing when he's coming very close is to say, hey, relax, dude. Come on, don't worry. What did I do? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's go grab a beer. You're negotiating. You're being cool. You're engaging in conversation. You're basically diffusing the situation. We're coming back to the first element, which was state. How do I feel when I'm doing that? Am I feeling confident when I'm doing it? Because if I do that and say, I don't want to fight, right?
Now this is already provoking me, because I know he's uncertain. I know that I can take him,
He's already won. If I'm being afraid, I'm saying, look, this is not right. This is not okay to fight. We're in a public place. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if you're being confident and you're giving him a bit of power here, not too much to start the actual fight, but just enough to make him feel that there's something, if you hit him, something will happen, then that's a very, very good way. And then you're using your palms to relax, right? Okay, relax. Come on, don't worry about it. At the same time, I'm not just focusing on him, right? I'm using my peripheral vision. I'm checking to see if his friends are around. I'm listening to see if somebody's walking up behind me. This actually happened to me when I was a kid. This other kid just stopped into my face and was smiling, and his friend walked up behind me and just punched me from the side, right? I was lucky because I was very thick-headed when I was a kid. So basically that kid punched me, and I kept looking the other kid in the eye. I pushed him away, and then I went home. I wasn't very keen on hitting people when I was a kid. I'm checking, he's coming over here. I'm checking my state. I'm looking to see, am I being afraid? Is it the adrenaline rushing into my body, right? And I'm relaxing, I'm centering myself. I'm relaxing. And with training, you can do that instantly because you've trained this so many times in your school. When somebody tries to punch the lights out of you and you're just being relaxed and centered, that this becomes automatic. You're feeling centered, you're feeling relaxed, and then you're establishing the distance. And when I do that, when I keep my hands up, this is a Buzao and this is a Wuzao, right? I'm protecting my face already. What I'm doing mentally is, even though I'm being relaxed and I'm negotiating, I'm connecting my hands with his center. You see, if he moves to the side, I still have my hands connected to his center. If he comes to hit me, I hit him first, right? I can distract him. I stop his center with the first one, and then I knock him out with the second. Even if he hook punches me, I still have my arms. I can still use them, right? So this is very, very important. You establish the distance and you keep your hands up. Don't just, hey, okay, relax, don't worry, I don't want to fight. You're done. You're done. If he punches you from here, you're done. You don't have time to react. But on the other hand, if you have your hands up like this, like, look, I don't want to fight, you know? You're already in a very good situation, in a very good position. The third element is taking action, deciding. And guys, just to be clear on this matter, in this situation, he hasn't decided to punch me yet. If he's walking up to me and he's pushing me, he's being aggressive, he's trying to prove something. He hasn't decided to hit me. Because if he had, he wouldn't have said anything. He just walked up to me and BAM! Immediately. Right? And just knocked me out completely. When that situation happens, you need to go back to the first element, state. Because if you feel your body, you're gonna feel that something's wrong. When he's coming, he's walking up to you and you notice him coming, you're gonna feel that something's wrong. Even though he's not saying anything, even though he's not being loud, even though he's not trying to provoke you, you're gonna feel that something's wrong, right? And you're gonna be more aware. Even though he comes close and he's like, he doesn't say anything, it just hits you immediately, you can still react to his action, or you have a chance to do something. Going back to the third element, the third key element, action, taking action. I tried to negotiate, there's nothing happening, or maybe he's holding up the front over here, but his friend is attacking me from the side. Then I need to use my training explosively, efficiently, hit as hard as I can, and be very, very quick. I'm not gonna have time to do some stuff like that, lock him and then take him to the ground and finish him over there. You need to go and be as efficient as possible. If you just palm him, bam, and then you can go home, that's enough. That's enough. You don't need to hit him 100 times. You need to hit decisive, powerful, fast, and stable, and precise. And that's where your Wing Chun training comes in. You don't just train just to train. You don't just train and be there like, yeah, right? You involve emotion, focus, bam, and power. You feel that he's trying to really damage you. Use your emotions, use your state, use that anger. Don't let anger use you. Or use that fear. Fear is actually good because it keeps you on your toes, because if you're too confident, that's a problem, right? So we're going back to the first element, right?
Yes, again.
When he's threatening you and you're not feeling afraid at all, then you have a problem. You need to be a bit fearful because it heightens your senses. A great way to stop a hook punch, but again, we're assuming that you've trained hard. We're assuming that you've trained this element a lot and you have the presence to do it. And we're assuming that we also have our hands up. If you're keeping this, he's not going to go for a straight line. He's not going to go for a jab. He's going to go a bit curve, right? Yeah. Because you're holding the straight line over here. So if he wants to punch you, then he's going to be a bit curved. So a great way of stopping his action is doing a buzao, right? When you're doing the buzao, you want to be relaxed and not hold in your power. You don't want to do your buzao like this up until here. You want to focus your hand and go through. Basically, if I'm going like that, I'm thinking over there. Even though I'm doing it with my elbow down, I'm thinking over there, right? I'm focusing beyond my target. It's the same with punching. I'm not going to punch. I'm doing my buzao and then I'm punch, or I do it at the same time. I'm not going to punch over here. I'm thinking behind him, right? It's a different idea.
Feel that one, yeah.
It's a different idea. So if I'm holding these and he's gonna come from the sides, I'm being very present to the side, right? Okay. Try to do your hook and to distract me and do your hook, right? I'm here, I'm focused, right? And he's going exactly. If he's good, he's gonna try messing with you. Either case, just go focus on the center and hit the center hard. The best way, let's say that you checked your state. You're relaxed, you're calm, you're centered. You've kept the distance over here, right? You're controlling the distance. And you've decided to fight. You see his friends, for example, his friends are coming and you feel that you're in danger. A great way of finishing the fight quickly is using your feet, using your footwork. Especially if you have like boots or some stuff like that, they're perfect. You hold the distance and they say, you're the one using distraction right now. You're saying, for example, his friends are coming. I say, why are your friends coming? BAM! And then you go, right? You go for the knee immediately. You make him focus on something else. Or another way, because the legs are, you're still going to see them. Even though they're low, maybe he's going to see them and you don't want that. You want him to stay where he is. You're going to use a bit of distraction. You can say, hey, look, BAM! Right?
Yeah.
He's going to focus on your hands because it's natural. It's a natural reaction. And then you use your leg to kick. You can either kick the knee or just go with the tip of your foot right here in the shin.
Yeah.
Right? And then you go. You just kick here, bam, and then if you want you can punch him and then you can go. Very, very importantly, don't run away with your back because they're going to chase you, they're going to catch you, and they're going to pummel you. Run away, but you still face your opponents if there are more people. Mark Phillips has an excellent video on the matter of group fighting. We're going to be talking about that as well in a future video, how you can handle a group. The basic idea is you can use your Wing Chun. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if he's punching and I'm punching back with a boxing punch, a karate punch, a karate chop. It doesn't matter. What matters is your state, if you're feeling relaxed, if you're feeling confident. It matters if you're keeping the distance, right? From here, that I can see him, that I can see what he's doing, and I'm having my hands up. And taking decisive, clean action. Surprise is a key element of street fighting. The best is actually if you can play with him mentally and seeing that you're not being confident, say, look, I don't want to fight, and don't want to fight. What you're doing is you're setting him up, right? Because now he feels a lot more confident. He doesn't feel threatened, and his guard is down.
Yeah,
and you can punch.
But in this scenario, you're kind of invoking it. You know, you're kind of want to fight him.
So you're saying, no, I don't want to fight. Right? And then you go and say, what happened?
I don't know. He just fell down.
Yeah. This thing actually happened to me when I was also younger. So this kid just came up to me and he grabbed my shirt and he was getting ready to punch me. And what I did, I just turned his arm like that, right? And I held him here. He got very, very scared. I think he had his arm broken before. But what do you do if somebody does that to you, for example? If you keep your hand like this and he grabs your hand and he twists, right? And you use your elbow for leverage, right? Now I'm in a very, very bad situation, right? So if he does that, if he hasn't broken your arm already, you still have a chance to do something. You can either hold the elbow, but even if you hold your elbow up, he can still twist it, right? Yeah. So what you want to do in this kind of situation is use a straight line. What does that mean? For example, if I'm doing like that and let's say we go back to the first scenario when I say, okay, look, relax, don't worry, and he grabs your hand and he does it. What you want to do is use a straight line. What do I mean by that? You see, these are my fingers over here. I'm creating a straight line. I'm pressing over here, and he's gonna release me basically, right? If he hasn't broken your arm yet, and he's pressing, right? Press, good. So I'm creating a straight line over there, bum, like that. Or hold it, yeah, or I pull like that, and I can punch him. Okay, you try it. So I do this, I go like that, right? And you just create a straight line from here. Exactly. A lot of people panic when they feel this, right? Because they feel that their arm is going to be broken, and it's very close to being broken, to be honest. But if you're relaxed and you allow your body to act, to do what it's been trained to do, then you will have this idea in you. When they're doing, you just go forward. Looks simple. It is simple. Try it out and let me know how it works for you. Okay, that's about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And go to addictedtowingchun.com for more awesome Wing Chun content and training tools.
Peace.